Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. For the non-Arabs or non-Muslims, that means peace and blessings upon you all. My name is Abdullah Zureka, and I'm an SEQR professional. Sorry, SRA professional. Bit of a change of titles. So, welcome to the Eid Celebration. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate the love, appreciate the love. So before we get started, there's a lot of new faces. Raise your hands if this is your first time at Clyde Hub. Got some new friends today, like it. Raise your hand if this is your first Eid celebration. Okay. So hopefully we can meet your expectation, and there's a few regulars over here. And let me see who I can pick on. We've got Brenda Hoang here. So Brenda is the sponsor for the Multicultural Network, and she's a massive fan and a big supporter of events like this. So Brenda, thank you so much for coming. This side's got all the heavies. I'm going to focus on this side. Next, on a couple of seats down, we've got Josh Murray. So Josh is the Secretary of Transport. And before we clap, he deserves a clap, I will clap shortly. So Josh actually rescheduled a few meetings today to ensure he turned up and to support the event. So Josh, thank you so much. And for the people on this side, I want to tell you what's happened on this side. So the person sitting next to Josh, he's always smiling. And I usually do like seeing him smile. I love seeing him smile. It is Mr. Marathon Man himself, Matt Longland. The reality is, I love seeing Matt smile, except during Origin time. Sorry, Matt. Sorry. Oh, right at the end, Mr. Late himself. So we've got Hayden Haydar Donahue. We've actually given him an Arab name. So Hayden, give him a clap. He's fun too. Oh, it's all about respect today and equality. So I actually sent Hayden a photo a couple of days ago. It's from the first event back in 2019. And what was surprising was he hasn't aged a bit. So it begs the question, what moisturiser does he use? Or does he have a very easy job and he doesn't stress? You all can be the judge.
Hello, I'm here too.
Wait. Oh, here he is. So, you can't spell the word busy without the word bus. And we've got Transport's busiest worker over here with over 60,000 bus stops. Mr. So, I think I've exceeded my word count. So, I would like to introduce our next guest to do our acknowledgement to country. So, I would like to welcome one of our sisters. And okay, give you a bit of a heads up why I call everyone sister and brother. In Islam, we're part of one ummah. Right, so everyone is considered a brother and sister. And considering you're all family, we're all brothers and sisters today. I consider I have three families. My immediate family, my Muslim family, and my transport family. So that's why I'm buzzing today, a little bit stressed, but hey, I want to keep it on the wraps, but that's why I'm very, very excited today. So, sorry for the sidetrack, but I would like to welcome Kai and Gillen from the Dungari people to perform the acknowledgement to country. Thank you.
That means hello, welcome, and good day. And it is good to see you all on Darug country. Now, when I say Warami, that means hello in Darug. But if I were to greet you all by saying Assalamu alaikum, you would respond by saying
Wa alaikum assalam.
The Yolngu people of Arnhem Land and the Makassar Muslims from Awesi, Indonesia, formed a strong bond through generosity and kindness. And their cultural exchange showcasing journeys, rituals and relationships that redefined Australia. Also, they also intermarried and they also crossed each other's lands. Also, we had the Afghan Kamalis. So the Afghan Kamalis, they were part of the construction of the railways back in 1878. They were instrumental in the development often referred to as the GAN, the popular, yes. As I said, and I want to say our Transport Secretary, please welcome Mr. Josh Murray.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you, Abdullah, and I am Josh Murray. Thank you for having me here at this celebration today. And can we just give a round of applause to Abdullah as well? I know he represents a big family and a big team that has pulled this together, but now we see he is stand-up comedian, historian, master of ceremonies. He is truly too busy to get back to major projects and all the work, but we'll make sure he does that as well this afternoon. It is an honour to be joining you today to celebrate Eid al-Fitr, and welcome to all of you and all of our special guests that are here at the Clyde Hub. This is my second time attending, and I'm very happy to say it has already become a highlight on my annual calendar. And I saw when those invitations went out on Viva and also through the emails earlier this year, everyone was responding and talking up a storm about getting back here to celebrate this major event. Now last year, I could tell after the event, the only thing fuller than our hearts with all that generosity was of course our stomachs. And every time I attend an event like today, I'm blown away by the hospitality, the generosity of spirit, the effort and the welcome that everyone puts on and brings this celebration to life. So thank you to all who've played a part in today's arrangements. Your hard work is appreciated by so many, myself included, and of course my tailor, who'll be getting another visit after today's barbecue. I also just want to call out the generosity. This is something that is become a legend at Sydney trains and across transport now with such inclusion. But it is down to the very people who put their own hands in their pockets and ensure that this event can happen. And that is part of the spirit of what is being put on today. And we really recognise that. This is not a grand corporately funded scheme. This is not something where donations have been sought. This is individual staff members who want to bring this to life. So I really want to acknowledge that on behalf of being one of the guests here today. And also, thanks to the hard work of the organisers, we will have a charity represented downstairs. And if you have the means and the interest, to please have a talk to those charity organisers and see what they are offering. And maybe some of us can also be part of their fundraising today. Now, the holy month of Ramadan is about so much more than fasting. It's a time for reflection, a time to slow down, to reconnect, and to think about the world more broadly and the impact that we all have. In Australia, we may not be blessed with the cooler, shorter days of Ramadan that our friends in the Northern Hemisphere enjoy. So the sacrifice and dedication that has been shown over the past month is a powerful testament to faith, to dedication and to values. I especially want to acknowledge those in operational or frontline roles who've continued to keep services running, connecting our passengers and communities while observing the diligence of the holy month. And we've of course been hit with all sorts of storms and humid and hot weather, which we know how difficult that can be while observing Ramadan. We know that you have such respect from across the workforce at Transport and the respect of the broader community in carrying out your important duties while also observing your needs. It would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge the turbulent state of the world at present as well. It is confronting, it can be scary, and it's very easy to feel helpless or overwhelmed by the events that are far beyond our control, and events that might be far from here, but where you know family or friends may be in danger or may feel much more threatened. When the world feels like that, I find it grounding to focus on the things we can control, and that includes our words, our actions, and our intentions. We can ask ourselves some simple questions and help realign that energy. Am I being kind in my interactions? Am I being respectful and empathetic in how I show up at work at this time? Am I calling out inappropriate behaviour and language when I see it? And am I using my voice to advocate for inclusion and understanding? Most importantly, I think too, am I asking for help if I need it from my friends and colleagues around me? When we work together like this, when we're united, when we're all pulling in that same direction, then we can achieve better outcome for our people and our communities, whoever they are. And that's another thing that can unite us in these tough times, that we're helping others. At Transport, we're proud of being a diverse workforce that values that goal, that encourages and respects everyone, regardless of background, culture, or gender. I'll try and speak up. Diversity might sometimes be seen as a target or a metric, but it's inclusion that we really rely on to develop the programs that will connect New South Wales. It's inclusion that help us design services and programs that reflect the real world that we live in. It's inclusion that makes sure that lived experience is at the forefront of what we do. And it's inclusion that makes sure we're listening to all the voices that make up our workplace and our community. Recently, Hussein Abekali wrote to me on Viva Exchange, and he captured this beautifully. He said that when people from diverse backgrounds feel respected and empowered to contribute, then we can unlock a broader range of perspectives and ideas that help us better understand and serve our customer base. And I couldn't agree more. And when we get respect and inclusion right in this workplace, it creates a ripple effect that washes into the community because we're represented in every community across New South Wales. That's why events like today matter so much. They remind us the shared values that bind us all together, the vibrancy and beauty in what we all bring to the table. And as I look around the room here today, I see people from many different backgrounds and cultures coming together with respect, kindness, and joy in their hearts, smiles around the building this morning, a handshake, time out for a laugh or a pat on the back for a job well done. We are all in this together. So as we celebrate Eid al-Fitr, a time of gratitude, generosity, and renewal, I want to say to all of you here today or online, thank you. Shukran for inviting us to share in your culture, for the warmth, the conversations, that smoky goodness that's starting to weave in from outside. Thank you for the role you play every day in making Transport a more inclusive, respectful, and connected place to work. Taqabbal Allahu minna wa minkum. May God accept your good deeds, and Eid Mubarak, everyone.
Next guest, I would like to invite a great man, one of my favorite mashayikh. Mashayikh means a sheikh, a wise person. He comes from a lineage of great reciters. So I would like to welcome Abu Yusuf, Sheikh Muhammad Harabi, to recite a verse from the Quran.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الناس إنا خلقناكم من ذكر وأنثى وجعلناكم شعوبا وقبائل لتعارفوا إن أكرمكم عند الله أتقاكم إن الله عليم خبير. يا أيها الناس إنا خلقناكم خلقناكم من ذكر وأنثى وجعلناكم شعوبا وقبائل للتعارفوا إن أكرمكم عند الله أتقاكم إن الله عليم خبير. صدق الله العظيم.
Barakallah feek, Sheikhna. May God reward you, Sheikh. So this verse reminds us that diversity among people is intentional and valuable. Our differences are meant to help us learn from one another. Eid is a time to celebrate community. And Eid is a time to celebrate community, gratitude and kindness. And we're grateful to share that spirit with all of you today. So I would like to welcome our next guest, and she's one of our powerhouse trailblazing women that I promised you earlier.